Hello you guys, and welcome back to another video in the Journal Your Christmas series 2022. And today we're going to be working on our cover. So if you're new here, welcome. As I mentioned in the last few videos, I actually am going to be basically keeping up with my creative daily journal as I always do with November and December in here. Oops. And then I'm going to have my standalone journal that we're going to junk up and fluff up and tell stories in this 3-ring binder that was this chipboard color. And I went ahead and painted it because I didn't want to come on and paint you guys. You know, just basically I did a cover in this inexpensive matte acrylic paint. You can pick it up at craft stores. Is called Pink Eraser, and actually it's one of my favorite colors that I use quite a bit. So I went ahead and covered it with that. Now in the last video we talked about doing a cover with this Happy Mail that I received and the little gingerbread, but I had, which actually that looks good too. But I had a sweet listener or watcher of the videos, and she suggested I put on a cover. I just basically make a copy of the little golden book that I'm going to be including in here and putting that on the cover of my journal. So I think I'm going to go with that, even though after putting the pink on there and seeing how pretty this background is, I love that as well. It's like, it's hard to make decisions because there's so many pretty things at Christmas. I'm just going to kind of play around. So I'm looking in the camera because sometimes I get a better, different visual if I look in the camera. Let's go ahead and cut this out and see what it looks like, because I really love this idea. It kind of stays with the little golden book theme that I'm going to be including in my journal. And I almost kind of like that white trim on it. I think I'll do this. I think that will be cute, and then we'll make a page or something using the little gingerbread man. So let's go ahead and get started. I actually printed this on sticker paper to make it a lot more easier to adhere. I'm going to turn on my my hot glue gun here too, so we got that ready to go. So today I'm going to be using some rickrack. I have some gold pipe cleaners that I thought would be fun to use on there as well, and I thought since I had all those out, we would add a little bit of fluff to this cover as well, to my creative daily journal. So let's go ahead and get started. And then there's a couple other things I'm going to play around with that I thought would be fun. I also am doing a class in Houston this weekend at Little Craft Place. If you guys are not familiar with that, go check their shop out. She has amazing things, and lots of journaling ideas, lots of journaling things, lots of planner things, has a huge washi wall, but she also has a great online store. So if you're not local, they have a great online store as well. Okay, so I got 2 different pink rickracks that I thought I would use. Depending on the kind of the color I'm going with here, we could do the darker pink. Let's see. And then I wanted to see about using this. Okay, so let's go ahead and glue our pipe cleaners around. Maybe if this hot glue is going, well, we're waiting on that to heat up. I did buy a pen, you guys, while I was at Dollar Tree, and I wanted to try it out with you online here while I'm filming, because I wanted to see what it, have y'all used any of these? It looked really nice, like it wrote really smooth. So I'm curious. And look how nice size. Now it is, if you're into, it's 0.7. So let's see what it looks like. It's a nice pen. Let's see. Merry Christmas. Let's see if it, wow. That's actually really nice. Okay, we're going to try this out in our journaling and see how it works. So I wanted to kind of try that out because I just got it, I guess, a couple days ago. Oh, and the other thing is, if you're close to a Walmart, they have a bunch of these little notepads which are great for journaling. I know, I'm not sure if Never Hopeless Elizabeth, she uses these. She makes pockets in her Creative Daily Journal, and then she does all her journaling on these and tucks those into those pockets for her December book. Let's see. Which I think is a great idea. Okay, it's still kind of heating up a little bit. Let's go ahead and shape these out. I love playing with pipe cleaners. I love adding them to my journal. Okay, let's see where we're at here. I got an extra glue stick just in case. Again, this is tricky. One of the ladies that we have, you know, it's after when you follow people and you have conversation, even though you've never met them before on social media, you're like, oh, my friend. So I'm going to say my friend April. Never met her, but I think we would totally get along if we ever met in real life. She said, oh, when you were when you were doing your needle in the last video, when we were making our covers, she said, I was so nervous that you were going to poke yourself. And I said, no, be nervous when I break out the hot glue gun, because that's typically when if I'm going to get any injury in the craft room, it's going to be with the glue gun. So, but so far so good. And I'm just going to kind of stretch these out prior, because that actually kind of makes it a lot more easier. So have you guys started your journals yet? Or I love hearing what you guys are doing. I'd just share below. I'm glad I heard that lots of little golden books are going to be used. So that's great. Really anything goes. Spiral notebooks, composition books, 3-ring binders. So now that I have this kind of all the way around, whoops, I'll clean up all the little stringy glue after it dries. You know what I used to do whenever I would, because this glue is quite stringy, is I would get a toothbrush and kind of run it over the where I put the glue at, and that works great. An old toothbrush. If we were kids, I would say, no, not your little brother's toothbrush or big brother's toothbrush. Okay. Yay, look how sparkly. I love the sparkle. Okay. So I forgot to show you, I'm doing a little class at Little Craft Place, and that was where I was going with this conversation about it. I've been, I'm going to leave the link to the lady because I love supporting small businesses. I bought these off of Etsy, and they're to make little poinsettias. And so I think they are so cute. I wish I actually had a pink one to put in there, but that's okay. And then I got this one from, actually we may not even have to use that red. I got this one from Dollar Tree. So I think that looks good because it adds a little something, a little bit of fluff to the page. But let's see what we're going to do with this rickrack. I was thinking of adding 2 strips down the side here. One darker and one lighter. And I do apologize for the person that left the message about, I was going to go back, I remember reading, I was like, oh, what a genius idea. And then I was going to go back before I started this video and look for your name so I can make sure I give you kudos, because that was such a good idea. And I jumped on video without looking. So I do apologize, but I do thank you for such the idea, because I was like, that works perfectly. Oops, I'm running out of glue. Look at me, prepared with my glue stick. So I was going through, I love looking, I save all my old magazines from, not all of them, but like the Christmas ones especially, and maybe some fall ones, are the ones that I typically save. And this glue is very, very messy. I see it squirting out over there on that other side. We may have to do a strip down this side to cover up that glue over there. Yeah, I'm going to do that. I was going to do it on this side, which actually looks better. But I don't like that big glob of glue there. I could do 2. Let's do that. So I went and I pulled out my stash, and me and my friend, when we love to go through all the magazines, and I had one, I think it was a Victoria. I love Victoria magazine from like 2008, you guys. And inside was a board game that you could buy. It was Pride and Prejudice, and me and my daughter, we love Pride and Prejudice. And I go, oh, you know, that would be a great gift. I bet they have that game on eBay. And so I went on eBay, and so this magazine was 2008, right? The board game was like $29 or something. On eBay, it's $200. I was like, yeah, I don't think I'm going to be buying the board game. I'll have to keep an eye out for it though. So yeah, I used to be Victoria, Country Living magazine. I get Tea Time. I like Tea Time magazine. No, we had that was, I don't know, I know I've told the story a lot on this, but I used to babysit when I was about 13 years old, and I know I can't believe I babysat at 13. Now I'm like, 13-year-olds babysitting? What? Without parents? But I'm gonna see what this dark red looks like on here. We would I would come over, and she'd always have Country Living magazines, and I would flip through them, and I would actually come home and like decorate my room up to kind of go with, you know, the theme of it. Let's see, which one looks better, you guys? the white or the maroon. I think the white does because it doesn't look as, and I'm going to get like a thicker one in here. But the Etsy shop's called Grandmother Kisses. But yeah, so I would come home and like decorate my room up, country living style, you know. And I remember always wanting to go to like the flea markets, and one of the big flea markets that we have here, it's really kind of not even, I wouldn't even say, it's a flea market, but it's not like a junk. I mean, well, it's not like antiques and stuff, you know. I hadn't been in years, but I remember thinking, they've got to be better than this. I've seen them in the magazine. And they are. Warrington is where, and Round Top. Okay. So I am loving this little flower here. Look how cute. Look how sparkly and fun that is. And I can always come in and like do some decoupage, and I might even punch a hole here like I normally do. And we'll add a ribbon in there to make it more of a closure. And I could actually even add a pink pom-pom, you guys. Let me see that. Let's just see. It may not look right. I have these gems. Let's pull out one of the pink ones. I'm just trying to like making the flower a little bit more like matchy, cohesive. Even though I know it's gold, looks good too, but let's see here. The only thing with, oh, the pom-pom is so cute. The only thing with pom-poms is they have a tendency to, when I've put them on covers before, they have a tendency to like pop off. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it flat on one side. Just going to cut all the edge off one side, and pop it on there. And squish it down really good. And save this for another day. Okay. Look, now it looks really cute. Okay, and it's pink. Alright, you guys, so I am going to set this aside, and I'm happy with our cover. And then, so one of the things what brought up the whole magazine thing is I came across this, and this is actually, I picked this up, no, I think I ordered a bunch of like old cookbooks off of eBay or somewhere. This was a long time ago. But look at this old craft projects. These like little baskets with, I mean, the pictures are, you know, a little rough around the edges. But it's like a 1960s. Look at those candles. I just think that's so cute because all the different colors. But what I love about this little cookbook is this. And I talked about it last year, if you guys followed last year. And it shows you're breaking down your November and December. And so I think I'm on the fence. I have this on my blog so you can print it out. I printed mine out a little bit smaller. And I'm actually thinking about putting it in my, last year I put it in my planner. Or no, I think I did put it in my December daily, but I think I'm going to pop it in my planner. Man, the lighting's not that great. I shrunk it really, really small. Yeah. Maybe I shouldn't make it this small because I'm having a hard time reading some of these. But, so I may have to reprint that out. But, like, it's so cute because it says, dry even the most delicate fabrics electronically. So, it's all based on this Ohio Edison, and I don't know if it's like a electric company. That's what I'm thinking. Home economics. It says complete shopping, make new lighting decorations, plan holiday outfits, work on homemade gifts. So it kind of has this whole like guide on what to do and when to do it. So go print this out, and it's just fun to have, even if you just add it to your journal or something like that. But it's just send long distance mail. I don't know, I just think it's so cute, and it actually is kind of helpful too. So anyway, so I have this available on my blog with this video if you want to go print that out. So let's go ahead. I want to do a little bit of fun on my Creative Daily Journal as well, since we have all the fun things out. So of course I want to add some kind of almost the same thing. I want to do some rickrack. I want to add some gold on there, and then I've been playing, you guys. I just need to come in and add pictures. So I will be doing some journal with me, but this is like where I'm at right now. So oh, we bought new lights, and so a lot of times, like when you're going through your journal and you're trying to, you know, plan things, keep in mind that this is fun to say, oh, I bought new lights this year. So yeah, so these are some little ideas. I was playing with this last night. Oh, I took off the cinnamon roll container, because if you guys watch on Instagram, I was totally setting the vibe for Sunday because we decorated our tree, and so I made cinnamon rolls. I made me a special coffee, and so yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at on this journal so far. Of course, we're so early in the month, so but I do need to go in and print pictures out and print the pictures and add my stories, my written story. So I'm just going to kind of do the same concept here. This hot glue, I love, like I said, I love adding, make sure you get that corner because that can hurt. I love adding these to pages. It just kind of gives that kind of vintage flair too. But so I think I'm just going to do the same concept here. I do need to come in here and create our closures for our books too. I don't think I'm going to do the poinsettia on this one, but again, this is the joy of doing these journals, is you can add a little bit every day. Oh yeah, let's see if I can find, yep, there it is. I think I've already showed it, but I wanted to, this is what inspired me to get some fabric, get some rickrack, some pipe cleaners, some fabric, some fibers. This was my journal last year. Oh, look at all the fluff. I just love that. And a lot of these were like Happy Mails that I got. So that was fun to put those on. Put those in here. And I did get some Happy Mail too recently. Whoops. So I'm going to be adding that in here. Alright. See, it already kind of makes it a little sparkle, but yeah, it needs some more, it needs more stuff, but we'll come in and be slowly adding as we go along. As we go along, we'll be adding some different flair. I did bring some fabric that I had picked up while I was in Kansas. And I was going to add it this time, but I know I brought it in here with me. But we will be adding some fabric tabs on here, because I love the look of of the tabs. And then I also found this paper that I thought would be, because I definitely want to add this little guy to my journal for sure, because we're doing gingerbread. That's so cute. We're doing gingerbread theme this year, so for now what I'm going to do is just pop him in so I don't lose him. Because you know, that's just how I am. I have ideas and then I'm like, oh, I'm going to put this in a safe place, and then I run off and forget it. Alright, you guys, so I'm just collecting. We're going to just be adding different things to our covers, but this is the next step. The next thing we are going to do is we're going to start working on our insides. So I am very excited about that. I'm going to be adding some of this winterberry paper to the inside. And then I have some really cute little gingerbread paper too. I'm going to be adding as well. Alright, you guys, thanks for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.